Hi, this is Andrea Schulman again, and in today's quick law of attraction video, I'm going to discuss what I feel is a very interesting topic, which is God and the law of attraction. But first, if you're watching this video on my website or on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe because I do put out new law of attraction videos every week. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube or Facebook, please turn on your notifications so that you see these videos when I put them out. Let's go ahead and get into this topic of God and the law of attraction. Okay, so since I've committed myself to being kind of a lifelong student and teacher of the law of attraction, the topic of God and the law of attraction has come up quite a bit. And there's something that I've noticed, which is that there are people who are very religious who love the law of attraction. And they really get it, and they feel that it really vibes really well with the religious teachings that they've been brought up with or that they're adhering to. And then there's other people who are religious who do not like the law of attraction at all because they think it violates their religious doctrine. And so I wanted to share with you how I have reconciled the idea of God and the law of attraction. I do believe that these are things that work together, that they're not separate things, they actually work together. And I want to share that with you because I think it can be helpful. And to be clear, I do consider myself more spiritual than religious at this point in my life, but I was raised in the Catholic tradition. So I went to CCD and went all the way up through confirmation. And also, when I was a high school teacher, I actually taught quite a few world history classes in addition to my psychology classes, and taught a lot of religion. So I do have a pretty solid background for a person in general when it comes to religion and religious teaching. So, take that into consideration. But when it comes to my perspective of God and the law of attraction, the way I see God, and please, to be clear, when I say God, I'm putting a label on it. There are lots of different labels that people put on the idea of God. Somebody might say source or all that is or spirit, however you define it. But when I use the word God, what I'm talking about in my mind now is this idea that there is this infinite source of love. And to me, that's what God is. It is an infinite source of love. It knows everything about love. It has every possible combination of it figured out. It knows everything about what is our highest potential for love. That's God. And through the law of attraction, we get to interact with God. When we feel good, when we feel love, when we're close to God in that way, that we're in that state of feeling God, feeling love, making loving choices, feeling very positive, feeling good about ourselves, loving others, when we're in that state, reality continues to perpetuate in a way that takes us closer and closer to God. We experience more love. We experience more passion. We experience more joy. And so by following my vibration, by following things that make me feel good, through the law of attraction, I'm brought closer and closer to God. By contrast, when we turn away from love and we make decisions based on fear, based on judgment, based on hatred, when we do that, we turn away from God, we turn away from source, we turn away from all that is. And that causes us to feel further and further and further away from God because we start to create realities through the law of attraction that become more hellish in nature. And I can say this through 100% personal experience, which is that over time in my life, I had become very conditioned to fear. I made lots of choices based on anger, based on hatred, based on fear. And my reality started to get crappier and crappier and crappier. I had problems with other people. I had addictions. I had all kinds of stresses that were going on in my day-to-day life. Didn't have as much money, didn't have as much patience, didn't have as much love in my life. And so turning away from love through the law of attraction sends you directly into what I believe Christians and many religious traditions would refer to as hell. And so this is something that I wanted to share with you today because I think a lot of times people think that the law of attraction is somehow different from religious doctrine, that it somehow means that you're buying into something that has nothing to do with the religion or the traditions that you've been brought up with. But in my experience, in learning about world religions and learning about the religion that I was brought up with, they all seem to have something in common, which is the idea that love is the answer and that God is loving. So that's just something I wanted to impart to you today. If it's something you've been wondering about, and mostly just because I think it's very interesting. But anyway, that's what I think about God and the law of attraction. Thanks so much for watching this quick law of attraction video. If you'd like to watch some of my longer law of attraction tutorials, make sure to check out the links below. And also, again, please remember to subscribe and to turn on your notifications. And of course, please make sure to have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.